The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus is almost 2 years old, and even today in 2021, the Galaxy Note 10 is still modern and packed with a lot of features. The Galaxy Note 10 I have with me right now is the Aura Glow, and the Aura Glow color is a very nice finish. It shines different spectrums of light in different angles, and I really love it. The front has a 6.3-inch A-grade display, and even though it is a Galaxy Note series phone, this is considered by many to be a small Galaxy Note. Since the Galaxy Note series has been known by many as the best phone, the biggest, the best big phone, I'll call it. And by the way, this is the first Galaxy Note series phone to lose its headphone jack, and this marks the death of the headphone jack, as Samsung has been holding it so dearly since the iPhone 7 didn't come with it. But even with that being said, the Galaxy Note 10 is still a very good all-rounded phone. A Corning Gorilla Glass 6 sandwich as well as aluminum frames in a boxy shape makes it very nice to hold. The display, however, has been criticized by many. I don't really see a point though, because it has been criticized about its 1080p screen or Full HD resolution. I personally tried using my Galaxy Note 8 at Full HD and Quad HD, which is 1440p, or in other words 2K, and I can't really tell the difference except for the curves in the U or C. And this display is still very good. There's a small little hole punch cutout which make it look very modern. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus has the Full HD and Quad HD option, which is the 2K display, but the Galaxy Note 10 only has 1080p, which is still okay. My only complaint is that this doesn't have 120Hz, but iPhone 12 series also doesn't have it. Let's move on to the cameras. So we are getting a 16 megapixel ultra wide, a 12 megapixel main sensor, and a 2x telephoto. The Note 10 Plus will have a time of flight sensor as well. And just a side note, the stylus on this can be used to control the camera. Like you can switch your modes, you can take a photo remotely. It's quite a cool feature. More on that later. Let's talk about the main camera. So this is a shot with the main camera, and you can see that colors are very accurate, and it's also very punchy. And I tried to shake the camera and take a photo, and it didn't turn out too good while shaking it very vigorously. It's still a good result, and here's the ultra wide shot of it. The ultra wide camera is quite a high quality one also, and here's the main camera again with great photos and high dynamic range, and this is the 2x optical zoom you can obtain. For video, you can customize your aspect ratio and resolution very well. Super steady mode turns out pretty well, and the front 10 megapixel camera is also flagship quality even in 2021. Speaking of 2021 Samsung devices get One UI 3, and this phone is supported for One UI 3 and should get one more update to Android 12 in 2022. Performance on this thing is still beastly. We have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 or Exynos 9825, which provide similar experiences paired with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, more than enough. But do note that the regular Note 10 doesn't have a micro SD card support. It only has dual SIM, which for most people should be just fine, because 256 gigs of base storage is more than enough. And all of this translates beautifully in gaming. You can download flight simulators as many games as you want, and I don't think you'll burst the 256 gigs that much. And it also runs really well. I mean, it's quite smooth, and of course there's no 120Hz on this phone, but most games doesn't take advantage of 120Hz. So the flight simulator ran at a smooth 30 frames per second, and day-to-day tasks will do better than you expect for a 2-year-old hardware. It's still very snappy, and the battery life, although on the Note 10 it might be a bit questionable, I'm still ending days on about 10% battery life, which is really not great, but considering 2 years of battery degradation and as well as a 3400 mAh battery, actually it's 3500 mAh battery, it's still quite good. The Galaxy Note 10 supports 25W of fast charging, and the Note 10 Plus 45W, and they also have the under-screen ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, and this phone charged up 94% in under 40 minutes, which is quite a good charging rate, and it also supports 15W of fast wireless charging, and on top of that, it supports 5W of reverse wireless charging, or what Samsung call wireless power share, which makes quite a lot of sense because you're sharing power from your phone to other phones that can support wireless charging, as well as Galaxy wearables or any device that supports wireless charging. Okay, now for the S Pen, it's also wireless. The wireless S Pen is quite useful, especially when I'm taking a group photo and you need to flip the menu, or you need to take a shot. You just need to take along your S Pen, click it for a shot, and just swipe it or press it to do something else. And since the Galaxy Note 10, the S Pen slips right in back to its slot with very little resistance, so it just flies right in, which is quite a nice move. And oh, my phone just rang. Okay, so this is the Galaxy Note 10 review in 2021. All I have to say is that it hold up very well, better than I expected by a long shot. I thought I'm gonna crash battery within half a day, and I thought that the screen will not satisfy me enough, but this is really a very good phone even in 2021. And I could not recommend it more, especially looking at the price tag. You can hop over at eBay and find a pristine one at $450 to $500 and a good condition about $600 to $700. Before I go, I just want to give a quick update. The schedule has been quite tight, so I didn't post quite consistently, but I'm getting the hang of it again and managing my time well. Expect videos from me twice a week. That being said, thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next one.